Sisters, I want you to know that my fingers feel swollen today. My arms feel too large. And I know that my body hasn't changed, but I take this as a symbol that I must reconnect with my own physical stuff. But I'm bigger than I remember, and I am a fifth of this farm. And in my mind, my legs are 8 feet long, and that's the only way I make it over rock scrambles when hiking. You're just the dog that thinks it is human.
I found a plastic bracelet near the river.
The land is building a strong river on the
The
right
bracelet
side
was
of the
once
fence.
white. It's now
This is
brown.
great as a metaphor, but this
I
is
can't
better
decide
as
if
an
it was
aesthetic.
chewed or stomped. You can't ruin a plastic bracelet, though, long as it's got a hole in the middle for your wrist. Someone maybe loved it once.
I said it once and I will say it
collect
again
the
and
once
again
loved.
every time. You put anything next to a body of water and it is instantly more beautiful. The birds fly there, and they are the spirits of the healing force that is here to help Dove's Hole. I've got peace like a river that moves tons of water so quickly that peace is the illusion of everything leaving. Peace is the freedom of nothing sticks around because the water moves by the tons away to the ocean. The ocean will drown you. If you drown in the ocean, you are blessed by the baptism of the swollen death. Don't swim. I sit, I breathe, I plan, I pray, I hope, I anticipate, I plan,
root,
I anticipate, I wait,
I root,
I say, I say, just,
I say, I. But we are only waiting here. We are not en route. We are waiting for others. We are hoping for a time of sharing. But we're not prepared.
Where can we go hide? In the hole. The small space we dug near the fence? No, Dove's Hole. We can hide there. I don't think so. Why would we hide in a place of such danger? It's the newest skin. No one will know we're there. I knew that the water had the power to soften, so I took the rocks to the river, and I sat where it wasn't quite still, and I waited until they became smooth. But they didn't. I've got peace like a river, you always say. I looked at the river, and I thought about whether or not it had peace, and maybe whether or not I did, and why my feet were cold, and if the river got tired of its feet being cold. I felt so sorry for the river. Don't be mad, because the river is our peace, but I really need to apologize to the river. But then I remembered that I got yelled at when apologizing too much, and I was tired and cold like the river, so I came back to the eating covering for supper. Soon enough, it will be the ocean bee. The ocean's all different and violent like, with waves
Stop,
and
Ray.
everything.
You know the ocean is our love, the river
When we
our
leave
peace.
here, you can't
We're
float
leaving
here in
flooded
the
barn
ocean. We
are
just
floating.
fall.
Go on, breathe a while before we get worked up.
Oh, you just say that 'cause you passed the spot in the snow, the place you had a memory, but you wasn't even worried about remembering it because you was so much more worried about breathing. So you skipped the remembering part and just grabbed the mask and shut your eyes. I didn't remember either, though. There wasn't enough time to remember. I hardly remembered it snowing, but the ground was still white. It is so funny how sometimes things don't melt, and sometimes I don't remember, even though it is quite warm out, and I think I am in the spot thinking of how I ought to probably remember.
Sisters, please accept my apology today. I am not myself. I know I've made this apology like every day since we got here. But I'm really hoping that today will be the last time I have to apologize for not being myself. You see, not being myself is becoming me.
Stop apologizing, Bee. It's meeting.
I'm sorry, Ray Ray. Sisters, remember, this is a time of healing. Lead me home.
Girl, for real, when are you gonna get that this is our home?
This isn't our home.
Is meeting over?
Pray, Ray.